third point, I think that it's, I understand that, I think that, we live in a world where we sometimes we forget who the enemy is, and they've tried to separate us, with so many differences. We all create a different community. The in group versus the out group, and you always have something. We're always gonna find something to differentiate. But if we really look, into it, we are all different. We are all unique and whatever. So I think that we at one point we need to come together, understand that this game, because living in is a game, and it has become a game and everything. It's they trying to put one against the other just because so that we get distracted by what the main problems are. And I think that that's what we need to understand, because it's not, it's not normal that we live in a world where any kind of situation or any kind of there is any we always find reasons to fight or to hate on other people. And having said that, I think that we definitely there is definitely need of a more support as well, more support from more awareness. I think that first is more awareness and then more support for people mental health, because I think that there are different way of bad health balance. I think mental health balance. I think that definitely they can explode, and it can escalate to to killing and murder. But also I think that all the hate and all the different little situations that we experience every day are coming, some most of them from a place of discomfort, a place of internal ugliness, and an internal conflict. So I think that definitely, there must be a revolution, a psychological revolution where people start really to prioritize, or to to not even to prioritize, but at least to start to care about their mental health. And myself, I'm as I'm a mindfulness coach. I do yoga, I teach yoga, and I teach mindfulness living. So I think that this I've it's for everybody. You don't need to go. You don't need to feel completely swamped or completely overwhelmed to start to look after your own mental health, because then if we start, let's look at it even in a different way. If we all start, and if we all do it, is also a moment where we make it normal. We make normal the conversation about mental health, so that then we don't get surprised if our neighbor, our son, our daughter, our uncle, our auntie, or whatever, then they're gonna commit any kind of bad actions. Because I think that there is also there's still a lot of stigma into talking about how well we are, and how some of us might mentally struggle. And social media doesn't help, because social media has taught us that that is okay to have a completely fake a completely fake life, to display a completely fake life, even if that's not reality. I think that that is probably what's the scene, or the big scene of social media is is now that people are always, I mean, of course, when eventually the people are gonna then be glued to to their phones, and people are not interacting and everything. But also, one of the main consequences of social media is that we all know that we should be the best version of ourselves on the net. And we accept that, and we accept that we are only posting the goods and not the bads. And that's why, and I will tell you something more. That's why I'm really appreciating more nowadays all these young generation of streamers, that they do like a long live stream, a long live streaming. And they they don't edit what they broadcast. Everything goes 24 hours. So somebody doing few days, and like it is what it is. Let's keep it real. And I think that that is one step, one step forward towards creating a kind of acceptance of vulnerability. That we are not perfect. The life that you see, these big smiles that you see on on social, on certain, especially on certain platforms, are are results of good editing, and also good self motivation to to smile for the cameras. And and I think that is something that we need to to talk more, and to to discuss more, because sometimes we say, oh, social media is bad, and without talking why it's bad and what has created. I think that no, first of all, not all the social media platforms are bad. Second, we need we really need to to go into what the problems are, so that we can try to solve them, or try to address them. Maybe maybe we cannot solve them. We need to go a completely cold reset on social media, but at least we talk about, at least we explore all the different options, because that is that is the bad situation. And then I think that also to because people sometimes people say, tells me that social media is is very bad, because of also people are starting to compare them, and then it creates some kind of envy and jealousy and all these kind of things. But then, believe me, I'm a person that travels a lot, and I see around, many people do not have social media, and are still jealous of other people. And I think that, we are, and I read an amazing quote the other day, that it says that we are, as human beings, we are not anymore becoming jealous or envious of material stuff, but we are now starting to become jealous of aura, or or attitude, or these kind of things. And that's it doesn't, it has nothing to do with the with social media, but it's everything to do with our mental balance and our mental health. Just to finish, as I just mentioned, yeah, definitely that I do mindfulness and yoga, but also I do have a course about finding, becoming the best version of yourself, and I will, it's gonna be ready next week, so I will also share it on the comments below. But what do you think? Let me know your point of view.